office. We're working with our statewide prosecutor, our federal partners, the ATF and the FBI, and our local prosecutor, Susie Lopez.
This would not be possible if it wasn't for our hardworking detectives in getting evidence from videos, tag readers, and cell phones.
So Young and Ace has long been known in Jacksonville. We are consistently monitoring those groups. We have people that are always watching them. I won't speak to the chief's investigation. That's up to TPD. We don't have an investigation on him right now, but he can't move around in Jacksonville without us knowing about it.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Hooka Anonymous _. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines. We'll also be dropping the latest to there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at Hooka Anonymous _ and follow us there. Now without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, by now I'm sure everyone heard the news that they have arrested and charged suspects that they believe had involvement in the demise of Jacksonville rapper Julio Foolio. Besides everyone thinking he was still alive after he was unalive due to someone still posting from his IG account, it's official now that he's no longer here because they have picked people up who they feel are responsible for his life being taken. For y'all that don't know, Julio Foolio passed away on June 23rd, 2024 after celebrating his birthday that passed when he was ambushed as he sat in the passenger side of his vehicle in the parking lot of a Holiday Inn hotel. From the footage we were shown, Julio was sitting in the car when shots began being fired at his vehicle, and when the driver of the car sped off, they were met by more shooters as they tried to flee, who shot more into the car, which ultimately took Foolio's life. Jacksonville Sheriff Office recently held a press conference speaking on the situation, and they have gathered 4K quality surveillance footage showing the suspects getting into position where they waited for Foolio to carry out their plan. The surveillance footage showing the suspects was captured by a Tesla car, which we later learned that Tesla cars have cameras that are always running even when the car is parked and turned off. So in a nutshell, doing a crime anywhere next to a Tesla wouldn't be in your best interest because 9 times out of 10, you're being recorded and will be caught in 4K. The suspects in Foolio's demise were learned the hard way after footage was showed them clear as day as they were seen getting into position and carrying out their plan. Speaking of suspects, as of yesterday, 3 out of the 5 suspects were arrested and charged. According to Sheriff TK Waters, it's 5 suspects in total that they believe played a part, but only 3 was captured at the time, and those 3 are 21-year-old Alicia L. Andrews, 21-year-old Isaiah J. Chance, 18-year-old Sean A. Gaithright. All 3 are being charged with the same charges: premeditated first-degree M with a firearm, conspiracy to commit premeditated first-degree M with a firearm, in which Sean Gaithright is the only one that has 3 counts of the attempted premeditated M in the first degree with a firearm and tampering with physical evidence. Now there's 2 more guys who are brothers, one by the name of Rashad Murphy, who is 30 years old, and 27-year-old Davion Murphy. Reports say between June 21st and 23rd, 2024, Isaiah Chance, Alicia Andrews, Sean Gaithright, Davion Murphy, and Rashad Murphy conspired to commit first-degree premeditated M of Julio Foolio. It said that they all traveled from Jacksonville to Tampa on June 22nd in 2 separate vehicles to locate and take Foolio's life due to the ongoing war in Jacksonville. TK Waters mentioned that detectives have gathered license plate readers, phone logs, and surveillance footage that helped them find their suspects. Reports say that the night Foolio was unalive, Isaiah Chance and Alicia Andrews tracked and followed Foolio and his entourage to 2 separate locations. At both locations, they got out of their vehicle and Isaiah used a cell phone both times. I guess this is how they were able to use cell phone logs to confirm that Isaiah and Alicia was in fact involved. Police believe after Isaiah would use the phone at both locations, a second car would arrive both times. It said that both vehicles then followed Foolio and his entourage to the home 2 suites located at 11606 Kinley Drive, where the incident actually occurred. Now at the home 2 suites, one suspected vehicle drove by twice as Foolio was parked in the car. As they shot into the car, Foolio fled but was met by 3 other shooters. Jacksonville Sheriff Office identified the 3 shooters to be Rashad Murphy, Sean Gaithright, and Davion Murphy. On July 27, 2024, Alicia Andrews, Isaiah Chance, Sean Gaithright were all arrested on 2 separate occasions, while Davion Murphy and Rashad Murphy remained on the run. But that was up until July 29, 2024. Jacksonville Sheriff's Office and U.S. Marshal Service tracked Rashad Murphy down to an apartment complex off Collins Road. To many of our surprise, he was still in Jacksonville, even after hearing of the other suspects being arrested first. However, news reports say that JSO and SWAT units evacuated nearby residents just in case anything got intense. This is because it was reported that when SWAT announced themselves, Rashad barricaded himself into the apartment unit and had a standoff with police before finally surrendering. It said that Rashad had a firearm in his possession while on FaceTime with his girlfriend and threatening to take his own life. Negotiators spent hours trying to convince Rashad of coming out his apartment and also used tear gas to force him out of the apartment. Just after midnight, that's when Rashad would come out and surrender.
And the kids, please, like, tell them stop recording.
Rashad was wanted for the passing of Julio Foolio and was the 4th suspect arrested in this case. So far, his brother Davion Murphy is still on the run. Now it looks like police know exactly who they want, and like I explained before, they seem pretty confident in the things that they know. During the press conference, Sheriff T.K. Waters specifically said that the 3 members that was already arrested are either members or affiliates of Foolio's rival gangs ATK 1200.
That the shooters are members of or affiliated with rival gangs of Jones that go by ATK and 1200.
They also believe that they work together to carry out the demise of Julio Foolio. So to be honest with y'all, this leads me to believe one or 2 things. They either have mountains of evidence like the sheriff said, or somebody is cooperating. Or maybe both. Keep in mind that the other officer told us that Young and Ace have been very closely monitored and said that he can't move anywhere in Jacksonville without them knowing.
So Young and Ace has long been known in Jacksonville. We are consistently monitoring those groups. We have people that are always watching them. I won't speak to the chief's investigation. That's up to TPD. We don't have an investigation on him right now, but he can't move around in Jacksonville without us knowing about it.
Some say it's a coincidence that other affiliates have gotten arrested prior. Suddenly, we see members who JSO feels are suspects go down. Now, it could be a case of someone cooperating, or it could just be a case of good police work due to the people involved slipping up and not properly covering their tracks. Now, on another note, like I stated in the last video, I told y'all that I could almost guarantee you that a RICO charge is upon them. This is about the 3rd time I've seen a press conference when it came to somebody passing away and ATK's name has been mentioned. If you think the police are mentioning names and not doing anything about it, or just letting everything blow over because they don't care about it, you're sadly mistaken. And just know that 9 times out of 10, when they start doing press conferences and mentioning your name, then you start seeing people get arrested, that means things are more than likely going downhill. Y'all jump in the comments, let us know what y'all think about this. Do y'all think they'll capture the 5th suspect soon? Or do you think maybe Davion was a little smarter and got out of Dodge while he was still able to? Let us know in the comments what y'all think about this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'ma keep on dropping. I'm out.